Okay. So. Okay, I got a lot of stuff planned. This is kind of like gonna be blogging, gonna be talking. A lot of what I want to talk about. Well, let's just give a word of warning, because I know that I'm broadcasting kind of raw vegan, and this is a talk about that. This is kind of a word of warning to some of you people, because I noticed a comment from somebody that's just like a raw food cheerleader, and they're kind of like one of these oh so positive kind of people, and that's cool. I'm okay with that. I don't want to be known as the fucker that's like always, but I don't stand for that whole stuff. And there was somebody that made a comment about, oh, I love raw Christina, Dan the Man's the best. David Wolf's my favorite raw foodist. I like David Wolf a lot too. The other ones, So just all you little cheerleaders that are just kind of getting on a religion thing, be careful with me, because I'm a fucking freak. Alright, so this is about, I have a lot of stuff planned here. So this is just in general. So my whole re-entrance into the raw vegan world. And I do want to clarify, and I don't like labels, but I have to say I'm doing the Hippocrates thing. So it's kind of like saying, oh, I'm paleo. I hate the paleo term. It's just, but, you got to classify stuff so people kind of know where you're coming from. So, when I say Hippocrates, that means I'm sprouting, soaking nuts, and I'm not really going after the nuts, it's the seeds I'm doing. So, doing all of that, and more of the extreme stuff. And there is going to be a video coming up about the missing element. So this is about sustainability, because I have my own issues with my own personal chemistry of why I'm entering back into raw veganism, and that has to do with just really purifying the body and giving the body all of the elements that it needs to assist with this ozone therapy, with helping me get the virus out of my body. So I'm just going down this road. So there's another element that had been entering my mind, and it was just kept coming up, and it was like haunting me. And it's the sustainability thing. So as I was playing around with the whole paleo thinking, and I was working out and eating a lot of animal products last year and in the fall, and lifting weights, and I've never had a problem with digestion, so I did get there, and I started getting those black circles that people get. A lot of people have them, and that generally indicates kidney, liver, there's something going on there where it's not quite up to par. So I figured out right away that I don't do so well with land animals in excess to eat. And then so, with me being Northern European, no surprise to me that I was actually more attracted to eating fish. So, but the thing that was coming up with me was just, and I pay attention to stuff, I listen to the news, was the alarming numbers of fish that are coming out of the ocean and all of this kind of stuff, and the sustainability issue, and just really basically hearing some of this stuff on National Public Radio, NPR. And to me, this is like, it's not like the mainstream media news, which is kind of a big fashion show. It's kind of like a next level up. And so that's pretty much all I pay attention to. I don't go, and then stuff that comes up on Facebook, sometimes that stuff can be a little bit fringy. And maybe, but it still, it can help with directing your attention, especially if you're not like friending every motherfucker in the world that's got every stupid pile of shit. I got a few dumbasses on my Facebook that get people how to get a life. And these are kind of family, some of them. Is the fact that the oceans are dying. And the numbers, when I heard salmon and some of this stuff, I can't quote the numbers, but, you know, I'm just, I really want to get on program with the whole sustainability thing. And so what I'm trying to say here is that I want to get more of a protocol and a more of a thinking that is more sustainable. So you do hear people preach this a lot that are doing the raw vegan thing, but the number one thing is that you need to be aware of is that I don't care fucking what you're eating, what you're doing, what kind of clothes you're wearing, how much fucking recycling, all of that. Putting another human on this planet is the biggest carbon footprint you can make. Now, I'm not saying my issues with this kind of thinking is just like a couple making one baby, that's a negative replacement. A couple making two babies, that's 0 birth rate. Now, once you go over that, you're fucking with shit. You're fucking with shit. You know, and you best, I don't care what kind of, what are these carbon credits or something, I don't care. You know, that's bullshit. That's fucking crap the way that thinks. So, I just myself, and I thought, well, I'm gay, I'm not birthing, I'm not doing any of this, I'm not creating that kind of footprint. But it's like, I want to live the life. I want to be a leader. I want to be inspiring to people to like do everything that you can to fix this. You know? And so the paleo thinking. So my whole, or that, just that way of thinking. My whole deal with my own experiences, and again, I'm 50, I'm happy with the way I look. You know, I haven't lived a perfect life. I've done drugs here and there. For the most part, I've been a complete champion for health. And I do have my opinion about drugs, is I do think that's actually helpful. It's kind of like a medicinal herbs. Kind of help you get out of your mind and get thinking better. I'm not people that are getting lost and using it as a crutch and even recreational, I'm okay with, and I don't do that myself. I actually get more recreational. So all I'm saying is just that at 50, the protocol that I've had, I became vegetarian at 13, raw food and vegan at 22. I had 20, just short of 25 years before of being a pure, you know, high raw. And that's really, high raw is like 80%. I was higher than that all the time for nearly 25 years. And so Truth Calkins intervened in me, and basically with just 3 years, and even in there I was still going back and forth. I am attracted to raw, and this is where I say, follow your heart, follow your heart, follow your heart, follow your heart. Like, meditate, get inside there, feel what you feel. And freaking this whole paleo thinking that people are on about studying the past, the paleo thing, what people do, I have my own opinions about that. And I'm going to try and get on here. I see my time is running on, and it's like, where does it fucking go? Is so minimal, the amount of flesh, of animal products that I wound up putting in myself to get myself back to this. Of being healthy, and of my brain chemistry was going awry. Being a pure vegan and all this kind of stuff, it will fuck up the way you think. And I think that's a thing that's real obvious when you look at some of these people and their anger and just, and some people worse than others. And don't sit there and start thinking that, that you're like somebody else, because I have a big Jing battery, so it's like, don't think that because you're following me, you're going to wind up looking like me when I'm 50. I came out of, you know, my genetic disorder with the Chinese disorder. My genetic order, my structure, yeah, for sure, my disorder. I brought more to the table than a lot of people, so whatever. Don't be making excuses about anything. So here we go. Is just that I'm thinking that there is a new age of human thinking, of stuff that we don't know, because we haven't been able to move stuff around the planet. And another big thing with all of this thinking with nourishing tradition, Western aid price, is, oh, there's no vegan vegetarian cultures and all this stuff, but the whole, see, raw food, living food, sprouting food, eating, that has not been really tested at all. And some of the people that have been very extreme living foodies don't have that sunken, fucked up vegan skeleton. And I'm going there, okay? But the sustainability thing is that the oceans are dying. Freaking, there is problems with everything. Overpopulation. I don't fucking care what you fucking have to say, man. It's just like, every problem has the most upstream deal, the most upstream reason of why there's a problem. And that is overpopulation. What? Song of the day for you and you and you and you.
For you and you and you and you. For you and you and you and you.
So anyways, our song of the day today is going to be a song by the Irresistible Force. That song is going to be, well, let's do an album, because I did a couple songs and people were glad that I hooked up. It's Tomorrow Already by the Irresistible Force, and I don't know how many songs I'm going to find. There's a few songs I like off here. The song Power, the song Napalese Bliss, some songs called What Time Is It? I love, this is the project of Mixmaster Morris, who's a world famous chill out DJ. He doesn't operate under the Irresistible Force anymore. He just put out a string of albums in the 90s, which I totally love. I wish he would still do stuff, but he basically just DJs anymore, and it's not the kind of club DJing. It's this sort of eclectic, late night, 3 in the morning type stuff, and that's why the album's called It's Tomorrow Already, because usually when he played at the raves and stuff, it was always in the 3 o'clock in the morning slot into, you know, after people were all burned out and tired and listening to this. And a lot of what he does is a sort of eclectic mixture of beats and old classical music, old progressive music, old electronic music, very, very wide musical vision. And I've actually talked with this guy on YouTube, and he's quite friendly. Old guy too, much older than me. Unfortunately doesn't live the healthy lifestyle or anything like that, but the songs of the day are tracks by the Irresistible Force. Basically everything that I can find from the album It's Tomorrow Already, which is without a doubt one of my favorite albums. Sounds a lot like The Orb to a lot of people. So anyways, I love you, and get on board with trying to be harmonious with the future evolution of the human race and the sustainability of the human race. I mean, this is something that man's lost, you know, something that we've lost. we are not, I mean, every animal has this inherent need to, like, do things to keep their lineage going, and we're fucked up.